Breaking news from the Golden State Warriors. As you all know, the Warriors haven't gotten off to the best start, where they currently rank 12th in the Western Conference and have a 4-7 record. So it's not looking too good for the Golden State Warriors, and Steph Curry recently said in an interview that there needs to be change done in order for them to turn this season around. Now recently, Steve Kerr said in an interview what he's going to do in order to turn this Golden State Warriors team around. So in today's video, we're going to be going through the 5 key moves that Steve Kerr is making to the Golden State Warriors to have them be back on their winning ways and get back into the playoff picture and hopefully win another NBA championship. So let's get into the first major move that Steve Kerr is making to the Golden State Warriors, and that is playing more of Jonathan Kaminga. As you all know, Kaminga coming into this season had such high hopes to be a great player, but unfortunately he hasn't been given the minutes that he was promised. So far this season, Jonathan Kaminga is only averaging 14 minutes per game, where last season he was actually averaging 18 minutes per game. So he's actually getting less minutes this season than he was last season, and I think those numbers definitely need to go up. Currently this season, Kaminga is averaging 4.9 points per game, 0.6 assists, and 2 rebounds. And unfortunately, those stats don't really show the numbers because he doesn't get a lot of playing time. I think adding Kaminga back into the roster, getting 18-25 minutes per game would be fantastic for this team to have someone like Kaminga on the floor. He's great on offense, he's great on defense. People forget that he stands at 6'8", so he can definitely rebound if he's given the right amount of minutes. And I think it's fantastic to have someone like Kaminga who's young and agile and also has great athleticism to be a part of this proper roster. So Steve Kerr has mentioned time and time again that he is going to be getting more minutes, and I think this can help this team go further and win more games as time goes on. So the second big move that Steve Kerr is making for the Golden State Warriors is to have Steph Curry focus on scoring more and more. Now Steph Curry right now is averaging 32.6 points per game, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists. And guys, to show you just how great these numbers are, Steph Curry is actually leading the Golden State Warriors in points, rebounds, and also assists. So he's actually averaging more rebounds than the big men such as Kevon Looney and Draymond Green, and I think this is something Steve Kerr is to focus on when he has his big men doing the rebounding so Steph Curry can focus on scoring. Now he's definitely doing a great job in the scoring department, averaging 32.6 points per game. That is honestly insane. His 3-point percentage has actually gone up from last season, where he's actually attempting 12 threes per game and is shooting 43% from the 3, and 2-point percentage has actually gone up to 62%. So what Steve Kerr wants for this team is to have Steph Curry focus on scoring, focus on being a point guard and playmaking, however leaving the rebounding up to the big men such as Draymond Green, Kevon Looney, and all that. It takes a lot of energy to be able to rebound, to be able to play make, and to be able to score at will, and that's something Steph Curry has to deal with day in and day out. And yes, it may look like some great MVP numbers, but it does show on the team sheet where they're losing a lot of games because he's not able to close out because Steph Curry is tired by the end of the game. So I definitely think this is a huge plus and something that they can definitely look forward to in the future, where they have Steph Curry focus on scoring and doing what he does best. The third big move that Steve Kerr is making is to have James Wiseman play more minutes. Now just like Jonathan Kaminga, James Wiseman has come into this league and has been such a potential project that is honestly going to be an all-out superstar one day. However, the minutes that he is playing definitely doesn't show that. He's currently averaging 13 minutes per game, where in his rookie season he was actually averaging 21 minutes per game. So he's gotten a big time cut, but I definitely think that his capabilities can really help the Golden State Warriors win more games in the future. Now, James Wiseman so far this season is averaging 7.3 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 0.9 assists. So those are pretty good stats for someone who's averaging only 12 minutes, 13 minutes per game, and I definitely think those numbers can go up if his minutes go up with it. Now, I know obviously he is coming back from a knee injury last season, so they may be on giving him restricted minutes as time goes on, but as the start of the season hasn't looking too well for the Golden State Warriors, I think it's finally time for him to get the minutes that he deserves and have him really run that second unit and do a great job at that. Now, James Wiseman, he's still a very young player and he stands at 7 foot 240 pounds, and I think he can provide for a lot for this team and continue to provide as time goes on. The fourth big move is to have DiVincenzo return from his hamstring injury. As you all know, DiVincenzo is such a great player, and Steve Kerr has said time and time again that DiVincenzo is going to make a huge difference when he comes back from his injury, which will be very soon. So far, DiVincenzo is averaging 5 points per game, 0.7 rebounds, and 1 assist. However, he did only play 12 minutes per game, and he's only played 2 games this season. season. So to have DiVincenzo back in action, I think will be fantastic, and Steve Kerr is ready to put him back in rotation as soon as possible. The fifth big move is from Stephen A. Smith himself, who actually suggested this to Steve Kerr, that maybe it's time to trade Draymond Green. Now obviously we can get a lot of great players for Draymond Green, maybe someone who's even a better scorer, but I do think Draymond Green is such a vital asset for this team, and he definitely helps out on the defensive end. So let me know down in the comments what you think, guys. Don't forget to like this video and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want more Golden State Warriors content like this. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Peace.